Welcome back to Monkey of the Month. My name's Andrew. This is my co-host Brandon. It's June 2021, and we're here to crown a monkey. Ain't that right?
You know, that's absolutely true, as we always do.
Yeah.
Crowning monkeys.
So on our beautiful little show here, we take 3 nominees that we've selected each month. We crown one as our Monkey of the Month, and then we give them a rating on 4 separate criteria. Brandon, what are those criteria?
We have meme potential, power, renown, and cursedness, rather.
Yeah.
Which is the latter of which is a negative criteria.
Mm-hmm. So without further ado, let's jump right into it, because we have some excellent nominees for this month. What is this little dude?
You know, I have no idea. What the heck is this?
So it was
Enlighten me.
brought to my attention that a new monkey dropped. You know, like a new hit single, but it was an ape-like specimen. Supposedly, this species in particular, I believe, is called the popa or the papa langur, and it was hiding in plain sight, say scientists, in Myanmar. It was discovered, I believe, in the fall of 2020. So it's a little bit old now, but the news it took a little while to get over to our office. You know, our interns were a little slow, but he's fresh and he's new. What? How do you feel about describing him, Brandon? What does he look like? What's striking to you?
You know, I think I kind of enjoy the color tone of the monkey, the kind of gray and white fur. It's pretty epic, and I enjoy the little face that it has there. It's a good monkey drop. It's a successful monkey drop.
Yeah, I would say so. It's a cute little dude. I don't know a whole lot about it, except that I think it's already on the verge of extinction, which is kind of sad, kind of cringe, not based, and.
All right.
And yeah, he's a good little dude. You know, it just kind of. I think the most beautiful thing about having this guy as our nominee is it shows there's so much of the world that we don't know yet, right? Just like the depths of the ocean. What if sea monkeys are real and they're just at the very bottom of Mariana's Trench? You know,
That's a very good question.
You know, how did Brandon get a special particle effects from eating a potato? I don't know.
It's actually an enchanted golden apple.
Bruh. Yeah. No, successful monkey drop. This guy's pretty cute. Hopefully him and his species recover. Move on to our next nominee. Oh my gosh. Do we have another dapper fellow visiting us on the show, Brandon?
What a powerful monkey. He's giving us a run for our money in that interesting outfit he's wearing.
Yeah, I think the link said monkey in a suit. Now, I wouldn't call this a suit, but I guess you could use that term loosely. To me, it kind of reminds me of like The Sound of Music and some of like that like classic, I don't know, I guess European type of little floral, bright color, little dresses and the same material that they might wear then. But I might be full of crap, you know? But, I don't know.
To me, it looks a little more further east than European. I don't know about that. But,
yeah, no, but he's good. I think the most interesting thing about this image is just the look on this monkey's face. You know, he's pretty confident. This is absolutely a Mr. Steelio girl type. You know.
You know, and considering the fact that there's like a white background, this really reminds me of kind of maybe some sort of like school photo or like a headshot that somebody would put in on their LinkedIn or like Facebook or something if they go to like a professional studio to get like a couple pictures taken.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I was also thinking, this face is so powerful. If you replace the clothes and the body with one of like, you know, those drip things, like if this was Drip Monkey, it would be like unbelievable. Like I think just looking at that would kind of melt your eyeballs out a little bit because you know you're nothing compared to Drip Monkey.
Yeah. Although this monkey looks a little bit too like a bit of a smirk on his face. The drip ones are always very angry, if you notice in most of the pictures.
You are right about that, my friend. You are completely right about that. But I don't know how you get a monkey to smirk. I don't know how you get him to look at the camera. And the way, you know, judging by the way it looks, I don't think this is CG. So I don't know. Maybe they just snapped thousands and thousands of pictures until they got this powerful one and it got leaked out to the internet.
Or they just trained the monkey to be fun. They showed him some sort of like a cool graph or something behind the camera, and he was analyzing it, and then that's how they took the picture.
Yeah, and nothing is more dangerous than a funny monkey, let me tell you. But yeah, he's an epic little dude. So let's move on to our last nominee, and we'll see how they fare here. Boom. So,
wow,
this is a familiar face, no doubt. No doubt. Viewers at home, go down and comment who this is. They keep his legacy alive. Brandon, would you like to build a little bit? Who's this dude?
I think that's the monkey that they based King Kong off of in the 1932 famous movie that they released. This is they sculpted King Kong after this specific ape here, and that's the lore.
Oh, that makes me so sad. That makes me so sad. You would think like that. No, it's Harambe, you silly goose. Come on. Come on. We absolutely had to include him. We're a little bit late. I think the anniversary of his passing was 5 years in the end of May. So that's too bad. We don't like to get too political here on the show, but you can't discredit Harambe for the cultural icon he was. He took over much of 2016 and influenced a lot of lives, a lot more than he probably realizes.
You can't deny that Harambe was in fact an ape.
Yeah, no, we can't. You can't exactly, or that people cared for him, I guess. But I think Harambe was the first one in all those pictures of the people who passed away that were like very epic, right? Like they put Robbie Rotten and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do.
All the pictures of like heaven or like the clouds and the blue sky and stuff. So
Yeah.
he started that trend. He was around, do it for Harambe. Look out for Harambe. We're probably gonna blur one of those words out, but I know in our area there was supposed to be like a candlelight vigil that was gonna be held for hours and hours at a time, in honor of Harambe. And the memes of him talking and telling secrets to the child. Every time there's a very interesting meme that comes up, there's more that get used. No, I don't have much time, but anyway, fantastic example of an ape and one we should all strive to be like. Anyway, we're going to hide these monkeys. We're going to come back with our monkey of the month for June 2021. And start our own sea pickle farm.
I was getting hungry. I need a snack.
Okay, we're back. Our monkey of the month for June 2021 is, without a doubt, Harambe himself. Now, I won't waste too much time explaining exactly who he is or what he was, because if you've been on the internet, you probably have a pretty good idea. If you haven't, really quickly, Cincinnati Zoo resident, child fell in his pen. He, was a little bit territorial, grabbed the child. Child went for a really aggressive slip and slide, and then they had to put Harambe down. But his legacy lives on, and like a couple other zoo animals that have, had a kind of sad fate. He influenced some lives and articles and stuff. But I don't know. Harambe was a lot more of a meme, and I believe they got even Penn and Teller to say one of them to say "except for Harambe" or something. That's just how it goes. Anyway, let's jump into our criteria. Let's start with meme potential. Brandon, what do you think?
Considering the all the things you just said, I think his meme potential is massive.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit a little bit late. Like we've gotten to the point where Harambe may be falling into kind of stale meme territory. Definitely because it's pretty ancient. Like you can't heavily use the Harambe memes every once in a while, other than the "listen kid, I know blah blah."
Yeah. You're right.
I'm just trying to tell him about something. That one appears every once in a while,
Mm-hmm.
but it can't appear for too long. It's only like once every cycle.
Yeah,
Because 5 years. That's very long for a meme. It's like people don't use the troll face memes anymore, other than it being ironic, right?
Yeah.
So you can't really use a Harambe meme anymore.
It's funny.
But I guess if we consider over the span of his life and relative to other memes like the Ugandan knuckles and such,
Mm-hmm.
I think he has to have a pretty colossal meme potential.
Yeah, he survived longer, I would bet, than most of them, because it started off being like a sad thing and a funny thing, and you live with the kid now, and then there was the whatever out for Harambe, and that was it for a while. And he does show up every time there's like a new, cultural icon that passes away. He's always in that meme, right? He's kind of in the center. But you're right, now he's not there. But we're more concerned with how he has been memed, I guess. If it's a legacy meme like this, I think we have to give him a 5. I think, it would be injustice to do anything else. He has been in many memes. He still pops up once in a while. That's just what he deserves,
Mm-hmm.
So, we're very happy to give Harambe a 5. Is he as memed now, Brandon? He said no. Exactly, not that much. But for what he's done in the past, you can't discredit it. Okay, now power. Here's a funny one. Okay, just by being a large gorilla, he's pretty strong. I would bet. And the way he tosses around that child, pretty strong.
Yeah.
Now, could he beat King Kong? No, but Harambe's real, right? King Kong is not is you know is a story.
It's true. You got put these power things to context.
Hmm. Could he demolish Curious George? Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, furthermore, I think as a testament to his power, the fact that they had to put him down just shows how much power he had.
Yeah, true. And would they want to? You know, would Harambe want to, fight someone? Because I don't think he was an angry creature, and I don't even think that what happened, I'm missing the word right now. The little bit of aggression between him and the child who fell into his cage, it might have been shock or something. I don't think he was trying to kill the child because I'm pretty sure
But
he could have.
So I guess you could argue that his power was so great that even as a little accent or an unintentional move could have destroyed a child. Therefore, I think that kind of once again is a testament to his incredible power as a creature.
Yeah, and there's something to be said about being powerful and being able to sheath that power. Not just wield it and flex it at every given opportunity, but to know when it's right to do so. So, power pretty high, probably a 4. Would you say, Brandon?
I think that'd be 4.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So a 4 for power for our boy Harambe. Now, renown. Okay, this is slightly different than meme potential. Sometimes we forget. Renown is just how well known they are, right? Meme potential is kind of has to do with how funny they can be. How many situations can they be squished into a meme? How long will they last? How wide is their fame type of thing. Renown is just when people know him. And Harambe, thanks to his mainstream coverage through the news and what happened, around the time of his euthanization and stuff. Yeah, I think so. I think most people now, if you show them this picture, they'd say that's a gorilla. But people who know can see this image of him and know it's absolutely iconic.
I think you're right. I think the renown of Harambe is pretty large. Perhaps, dare I say, not as large as Curious George, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the rest of the world particularly cared. But, and I think it was more maybe meme culture than your parents kind of saw it on TV and was like, oh, they did what to a gorilla and a child? Wow,
yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, So, I would say renown very high, but we not in the same category or in the same stratosphere as Curious George would be, or King Kong for that matter.
Yeah, that is true. It would be funny to see how well known he was outside of North America, and I think you're right where him being used as a meme was a lot more. He was more often used as a meme than he was just shown as a sad story of what happens when worlds collide, I suppose. So for that, what do you think is a sensible number to give him for renown then?
I'd say 4. Perhaps 4. I think 4.
Yeah, I think that's fair as well. So we'll give Harambe a 4 for renown, because he's not quite as famous or iconic as, Curious George or King Kong. What can I say? They're from, more traditional types of media, right? Other than internet memes, I suppose. Okay, let's move on to cursedness now. What do you think about Harambe and his cursedness? How cursed is this creature?
I think we have to consider, based on what happened, that constitutes a little bit of cursedness.
Yeah. Sadly, I would have to agree. I would, it's not right. It's too bad. It's not necessarily Harambe's fault. I don't know if he could have known better. He probably wasn't raised, beside humans, especially children and stuff all the time, and he was given his own space. So, to have that invaded is not right. But, that doesn't mean that anybody should be violent against one another. If it was a human and a human, it'd be even more bizarre. But apart from that, not cursed, There's like the tiniest bit of cursedness for people trying to say, their whatever's out for Harambe. But, really cursed? I don't think so. I think he could get away with like a 0.5 or a 1. Bren?
I think closer to a 1 if now we consider the various memes and ideas that kind of arose from that whole Harambe situation. So I think we could give it a 1.
Yeah, we'll give him a 1. And, you got to know, we almost never give zeros in cursedness, It happens. Everybody's lives are a little cursed. Everybody's a little cursed. Doesn't mean it's 100%.
The only uncursed one was like Curious George and stuff. Zero, not an ounce of cursedness there.
Yeah, exactly. So, sadly, Harambe gets a 1 in cursedness, but that's what happens, Decisions were made, whether you think they were made in the same lobes and stuff we have. I don't know. I'm not a monkey scientist. I'm a monkey myself. So, You know.
I wouldn't really think a monkey's capable of that level of thinking. So I think it's just. But it's like I guess a good alternative would be right. Like when they say like if a shark bites you, oh, it's just like a taste test. Doesn't really want to kill you per se. But I'm still scared of him. Still not a fan of that. So
Yeah.
it's I think just the virtue of it having happened is a cursed thing versus the fact that like it's not like an active decision that was made to do that. It's just it happened, and by virtue of it happening, that's cursed.
Yeah. Then you know, humans are reactionary too. We do stuff all the time that really thinking it through. But I do think that great apes especially have some high brain functionality, you know, and are intelligent, you know, kind of like dolphins and some other creatures. But you know, that doesn't excuse it. I don't think it's the same decision-making process, right? At least, you know, this creature was not socialized to, you know, human life the same way that we are, right? So how can you blame him?
You can't send the monkey to court. You can't,
Exactly.
can't make a monkey pay taxes.
100%.
So,
Yeah. Yep, you can just put him in a cage and then get mad when he gets upset at something and falls in. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, enough of that. That's a pretty good score, you know, all things considered. Let's tally it up and we'll be right back to send off Harambe as our Monkey of the Month for 2021 in June.
R.I.P. Harambe, sipping on some Bombay. We on the way to heaven. Amen, amen.
Okay, welcome back to Monkey Business Monkey of the Month. We're here. We're ready to go. With our final score. We didn't hide him. We don't normally hide him, do we? Brandon, what's the score that Harambe has received?
Harambe has received a 12 out of 15.
Wow. You know what? As old legends have said, that's pretty good. 12 out of 15. You know, congratulations to Harambe. You know, I'm glad we finally got to, well, not finally, I guess. It was a good time to review him, you know, honor his death a little bit. And, he got the score he deserved here on our show. And that's pretty good. We're happy to be a part of this. So, leave any nominees you have for us in the future down in the comments below, and we'd be happy to review them. You know, we kind of got some low-key suggestions for some monkeys this month, and hopefully there's more months and more monkeys. Isn't that right, Brandon?
You know what? You're absolutely right. And more chances for me to light fireworks onto the camera, which is going to make the bitrate on YouTube look absolutely terrible. You're going to see all sorts of pixels everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like that video that Tom Scott did on why confetti makes YouTube videos look terrible.
Oh god. Yeah, that's what happens. Anyway, we're always happy to be back in the studio, and we'll see you soon with some more monkey business content. Okay? Shout out to Harambe, and we gotta go run. Sneak attack! Boom!